Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingWithMe.com, and I am showing you what I'm doing for the collaboration with RachandBella Crafts. This collab is called Be Summer Inspired, and if you want to find all of the videos throughout the month and into September for Be Summer Inspired, just use that hashtag in the YouTube search engine up here at the top somewhere, and if you'll just type in that, then all of the videos come up, and I also have a playlist I will link in the description box below. With this collaboration, each day that one of the collaborators, and we have lots and lots and lots of great well-known YouTubers as well as some new on the scene YouTubers that have been putting up some great content. So I'm always happy to see that with RachandBella's collaborations. Anyway, for this one, each collaborator is given a letter. Well, my letter today is the letter K. And I'm just saying the letter K could not be harder. As far as paper crafting goes, especially with junk journals. But I did have some suggestions from some subscribers when I showed all of this beautiful kit that we were given from RachandBella. And I mean, it is some of the prettiest paper, if I can get my scissors out of the way, and ephemera and pages, and I show everything in its entirety on a video I did just a few days ago, and I will link that in the description box below if you want to see all of this. Look at these linen pages, how pretty. So we have all of this to work with, but you know, I was still thinking, okay, a K? Really? I don't know what to do. And some of the prompts that RachandBella gave was kayaking, yeah, I don't do that. Kite flying, I don't really do that. Kiss, like kiss cut, I could incorporate that somehow. Kingfisher, it's a bird, and there are some bird embellishments in here. Kaleidoscope, that's something. I think of kind of like patchwork colors and stuff when I think of that. Beautiful. Craft paper and Keepsake. So we're going to go with craft and Keepsake because we're making something. And it can be a keepsake. But then my main thing is 4 keys to great successful journal assembly. Now, I've been asked a lot of times, what is some basic stuff? Can you give some beginner ideas? I'm a newbie, can you give me some ideas as far as what I should do when I'm first starting a journal? This idea that I'm about to show you can be used with a beginner, or it can be used with seasoned junk journalers. But my 4 keys, and see there's a K, K-E-Y-S, that's my main K today. 4 keys to great junk journal assembly. Pages, pockets of whatever kind. It can be a tuck, it can be a full page pocket, it can be a little bitty pocket, whatever. Pockets, tags. Everybody uses tags. Tags are like essential in my opinion. These are some from the kit, the digital kit that RachandBella put together. These are some that I just faux tea stained myself before I started the video. Any kind of tags, and I have tags everywhere. I have tags already in some of these pockets, so tags are one of the key ingredients. All right, and then envelopes. And I don't know a junk journaler that does not use some type of envelope or bag in their signature to get even more pockets and stuff. And we're talking about craft envelopes today. So the 4 keys, the 4 ingredients that I would say is needed in every junk journal would be pages, of course, pockets, tags, and envelopes, craft envelopes. And the reason I say craft envelopes, even if I didn't have to work with a K today, the reason I say this is because they're already vintage looking, they're already kind of antique looking, and if you use white envelopes, then you're going to have a lot of white space. There's not a lot of junk journalers that I know that like a lot of white space, so the craft envelope's already done for you. You might just want to stamp a little bit on it, or put a few little clusters on it, or ink around the edges, and you're done. You don't have to do that much to a craft envelope. So when I am assembling a junk journal, now I have pages from the digital kit here. I have some Franken pages that I made. I've done several videos on Franken pages as a book page, and then I just put some other stuff on the outside of it to make it kind of the size of all the other pages. Then I have just some colored or inked or tea stained coffee dyed papers here, and then some book pages and some ledger paper and stuff like that. So when I'm putting together my signature, and you can make as many signatures as you want in your journal, but if you are just starting out, one signature, and when I say signature, if you are brand new to junk journaling and you have no clue what I'm talking about when I say signature, a group of pages that you put together inside your journal, that is your signature, okay? So you can have as many signatures as you want. I have many videos about multiple signature journals, but if you're just starting out, one signature is perfectly fine, and you can just start with that and make a beautiful journal just with one signature, okay? I have a beginner journal video that is very popular on my channel, and this is it. It's just one signature, and here, let's go through and count how many pages, and we're even counting the little pages, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a bag, envelope, bag, whatever, okay? 5, 6, we're counting the doily, 7, 8, even the short pages, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're not going to count all the rest of these because this is a half sheet journal. All the pages were turned sideways and folded in half. So this is the ending of all of those pages. If they were flat, that's how all of these pages would look, flat. So we're looking at about 15. And you see when this stands up, I mean, you've got a little bit of a Pac-Man mouth, but not much at all. And it's nice and flat. If you were to add a little bit more stuff in here or some memorabilia, things like that, you might get a little bit more packed, but you could add that many pages to a journal and you'd still be good. So let's look at our pages here. I'm going to move my pockets over, and I'm going to move my tags up and my envelopes over. I've had lots and lots of people say, I have not started even one junk journal. I love watching all of your videos, but I've not even started one junk journal because I'm intimidated. I don't even know. I know how to start because you've shown me, talking about me, I have shown you, but I get people say, I haven't even started because I get overwhelmed and I get very intimidated as far as how I'm supposed to put all of the pages together and then what I'm supposed to add to those pages. Okay, first off, it is your creation. No matter what anybody else says on YouTube that's a paper crafter, and that includes me and Mama, do not worry about it. You add what you want to your project. You do not have to go by any standard rules or regulations. I've told people that for years and years. There is no, I mean, you can use all reclaimed, recycled stuff, or you can use all digitals. It's totally up to you. You make it your own. Alright, so I'm going to take out this paper. This was just a piece of copy paper that I had shown in another video. I'm going to take that out because we have plenty of pages here that we don't need any just plain stark white pages. Alright, so I've got a bag here. This is another Franken page that's attached to a piece back here. This is book page, and this is a piece of scrapbook paper. And that's just all together there. And we can make that a pocket of some kind in our signature of pages. And then I'm going to take one of these small craft envelopes and one of the larger ones. And when I hold that up to my largest pages here, it's about the same size. So I'm not worried about it being too big or whatever in my signature. And now that I know that I'm going to put one large one and one small one into my signature, I'm going to figure out how I want to organize all these pages together. So when I'm putting a signature together, I tend to put one of the prettiest pages in my eyes on the very front. So I think I'm going to start with this page from the digital kit. Okay, and then like this page here has some blue-gray in it, so I don't want to put this right beside each other. Let's make variety in our signature. And since this is a large page, I think I will add a smaller page right behind it. So let's go with this. So this is just a piece of scrapbook paper. I rounded the corners and then added this little invoice paper to it. So when I add that in there, see, it's the same size. I don't have to cut anything down. And when I open this up, I have that showing. See, I think that's very pretty. I like that. We've got white here, but we can cover that up if we want to, or leave it as is for extra journaling space. And then I believe I'm going to put these pages in. So this is a little vellum page that's got a window in it, and I put a little tag back behind it on this page so that it shows through that window. And then that vellum piece is just wrapped around this plain like coffee dyed piece. Okay, so I think I'll add that there. And it's fine if you stagger the pages back and forth. That's good too. Now, there are plenty of other ideas and things that you can put into journals. This is just kind of giving you an overall feel of how to immediately start a journal. If you've got pages, if you've got pockets, if you've got some tags, and if you've got a few little envelopes, you're ready to assemble your first journal. No worries. Okay, so then I've got that, and that's a little bit plainer, so I want to add some interest in there. So how about let's go with something wild and out of the ordinary that doesn't even come close to looking exactly like that. So that's cute. I like that. It's a little shorter page. Can go right there. And then maybe this page here. But see, then we've got some book page there, and we'll have another book page there. So we want some kind of separation. So what I will do is lay this flat. And how about let's go with some of those beautiful pages from the kit, and I love that. I'm going to put these two together. You can use liquid glue, you can use whatever type of adhesive you would like. I am using some double-sided tape because I'm not making a pocket. It's all just going together, And I don't have to worry about dry time with liquid glue. I don't have to worry about the liquid glue squirting out of the sides and getting on any of my other pages if I use double-sided tape. Okay, and then I'm just going to line this up. Make sure if it's directional, you want both pages going in the same direction. So I've got a little cameo right there, and I want it to be the same side up with my house on the other side. So I'm just going to line these two pages up. It would be a whole lot easier on a flat surface, just saying. Okay, and these are just printed on premium copy paper, so they're not thick at all. And then I think I want to go this way with this page. I'm going to fold it in half. If you don't have digitals, don't worry about it. You get lots of book pages and some dyed copy paper and go to town making your signature. I just like variety in mine. And so, see, when I open this up, I've got that there and then that there. It all, to me, needs to be, in my mind, it needs to be mismatched. All kinds of happy stuff going on. Okay, and then I'll add that. And then I think I'll add my bag page. And if you didn't watch the video where I made this, all this is a brown paper bag. You can see the feel of it there. I just cut the brown paper bag down one side and down the bottom and opened it up, and then I stitched around it and then crumpled it up just to give me some texture in my signature. So I think I'll add that there, and I'm fine with it hanging over some. That just gives me a little bit more texture to look at. I do believe I will pull it down some so that I've got some texture showing at top and bottom. Okay, then I'll open that back up and add maybe this page in there. And then my ledger page, and this is a flip out ledger page. So it's just a big long piece of ledger paper that I've done a couple of flip outs on. And then maybe just this piece of food color dyed paper. And then since this is a smaller piece, I like to put a smaller page or a smaller something in the middle of my signature. And I think that that is going to be it as far as my signature goes. So I'm just going to leave that as is in the middle. And I do believe I will cover up some of this because this is food color paper and it got a little wild and crazy in there. So it's brighter than it's showing on screen. It's kind of got an orange tint to it. So I can cover that up later. So even if you have some pages that you might not even be fond of, don't worry about it. Just put it in your signature anyway and you can cover it up with stuff later. Okay, so that's going to be my middle. And then I've got these two envelopes that I need to put in. So I'm going to go back through and see where I need a little more eye-catching something or another. This is beautiful. I love it just like this, but I do believe I will put right here one of my envelopes. And I'm going to put it like that. And then when you get to the back part of your signature, you've got the envelope there. And you can put something in that, or you can just cover it up however you want to do it. So I'm going back through. And I'm thinking I want to add something short right here. Maybe not the envelope, but I do want to add something short right there maybe. Okay, and then my other envelope, I do believe I'll put right here. And I'm going to turn it the opposite way that I did the small one. So I'm going to put the big envelope side down first. And then you open up that way. You get to the middle. And then you come around here. And you've got that flap there that you can manipulate some other way if you want to. So really the only thing I want to add is something small here. And I would just find some type of, like that Tim Holtz wallpaper or something, a little small section of something, and add there. So this is the Tim Holtz backdrops. This is volume 1. And this will make for a cute little insert. Let's just pop all these out and look at them until I come across something that catches my eye that I like. I really like that. But I just want it to go along with what we've got going on in here. And see, I love that. I think I will add that one. Now I'm not going to fold it down the middle. I do want it to look this way at me, but I think I'll do a little short fold like this. Then I'll put that like that. And that gives me just a little extra something to look at right there. And then when I get back here, I've got that piece there, and I think I will make it a folded in piece like that. And I will get just a little smidge of double-sided tape and make that a little tuck right there. Easy little tuck just by folding over your pages or your paper. Okay, so this would be my signature that I was going to be putting into my journal, and we can make our journal cover out of anything, an old vintage book, just some scrapbook paper like I did this one. But what we would do is we would just measure this signature at its thickest point, at its widest point. And so we're looking at 6 3/4. Okay, and that's just because I had a little bit bigger of a piece here. So we're looking at 6 3/4, no, 6 1/4 wide. So I always make myself a little note. That is how wide. I need the cover wider than that. And then measure how tall. And we are looking at 8 7/8 tall. So then I would know, or a little bit more tall, and then I would know that I need to make my cover at least 9 inches tall, and at least, I would say, 6 1/2 wide. Okay. So then all of this other good stuff would be added to, so we've already put our envelopes in. Now our pockets, these are those faux tea stain pockets that we made in this week's Scrapbusters. Our pockets we could add along this way, and if we wanted some color, we could put a little pocket down here and put this little coin. I love that blue up against that blue, so that might be something that I put there. We could collage some paper or some scraps here to dress up this page, just so that we have a little interest going on here. But that is how I would make up my journal signature for this journal. And I'm going to go get a cover of some kind, and I'm going to sew this into that cover. If you need help with that, I have plenty of start to finish journal videos, and I'll try to remember to link that playlist in the description box below, so you can go and watch a start to finish journal, and I show how I sew in the signature and all of that if you need that. But let's go get a cover, and I'll sew this into the cover, and we'll start putting in pockets and tags and any other kind of ephemera. Look at this beautiful ephemera from the RachandBella digital kits that they gave us for this collaboration. It's beautiful, and I will also link their Etsy shop where these kits can be found. Alright, I have put the cover on. I'm going to cut up a few more little pieces to put on some pages, and I have decorated a little bit, added some just paper tabs from the kit, cut up some of the sheets from the kit and made myself little handmade tabs. And this is the cover that I've put on it, and all I did was get a piece of craft cardstock, so there's another K, craft cardstock, and made my cover and put on some of the digital pages for the front and the back on top of the craft cardstock. Okay, and I've sewn in my signature. When I open it up, I have another one of the digitals on the inside, and then I just put a piece of one of the digitals on the edge for a tuck there. And then there's that tab on the front of our signature. And I'm just going to kind of flip through here, showing you what all I have added, and like a little belly band there, and then another tab here. And then just added some of the digital pages on here. And I'm telling you, when you have a digital kit, your journals just really come together with ease, and there's not really a lot of thinking to it. So it's pretty easy whenever you have a nice, beautiful digital kit like the ones that Rach and Bella have put together for us. And like I said, I want to put something there. I'll come back to that. Put one of those. That's one of the tucks that came in the kit. Put it there. So really, if you do the 4 key ingredients to a journal: pages to assembling a journal, your pages, some pockets, some tags, and envelopes, you're going to have your journal assembled in no time whatsoever. So easy. Little tuck from the digital. That flip out page there, made a little pocket here and put some more digital on the back side of that. That's a beautiful page, I think. Little bulldog clip there. That's that big envelope we had. Back here is the flap to that smaller envelope, and I just put 2 of the digitals on either side of that. Little cut apart pages. Here's that big envelope, and just put some paper in there and covered the body of the envelope. One of my pockets there on that page, another one of those pockets there. I covered up that glassine bag on the outside on that side and the back side. Put another one of those little tucks on that book page, and a handmade tab there too. And then this is a belly band just from some of the digital paper, and I cut out one of those beautiful birds from the digitals also. This envelope, Mom gave me this one. Someone gave it to her, and it's a craft envelope, but it's also lace, and that's another way that you can dress up your belly bands that you put in your journals. You can put an envelope in there. Look how beautiful and ornate that envelope is. You can just slide an envelope in behind your belly band, and then have the flap where it's held over on the other side. Now, if you feel like that belly band is not going to hold it very well, you can always get you a little paper clip or something like that and hold it on there. If you had like a bulldog clip, you could just hold it on there. But mine's on there pretty good. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, and that just is very pretty. So if you had a plain envelope, you could just decorate the flap and decorate up that page, and then write on it and kind of hide your journaling if you wanted to. There's the flap to that envelope, and I just put some of the digital papers on there and clipped it on. So you can pull this off and journal in there, and then you don't want anybody seeing that journaling. Just put it in there like that and clip it on with a paper clip, and I just put some lace on the end of the paper clip there. Then there's the other flip out piece, and then these I left pretty plain just so you could journal on. I have lots of people, whenever I make my journals, they say you don't leave any room for journaling. This one has got plenty of room for journaling. There's a little pocket there and a tag from the digital kit, and I just added a piece of digital there. And then that's that little tuck that we made earlier, and I just put one of the coin pockets from the kit there. Those pages are so beautiful, you don't really have to do anything to them. There's the back side of that other envelope, the smaller envelope, and I've got one of my tags in there and just kind of dressed it up. Put another pocket there, some more of the kit, another tab, and I just attached a bulb clip onto the end of it, put some washi on that vellum paper, and then that's pretty white, start white. We could add something to that if we wanted to. There's another one of my little pockets on the back page, and then we could add something here if we wanted to also. And on the back, because I didn't want to cover up all of this, that's such a cute little girl image, I put another little just side tuck there on the back. So let's get something put here. Thought I could cut out this beautiful image and just glue that on there and still leave plenty of room for journaling, but just have some decoration toward the bottom of the page. I'm trying my best to get the hiccups. I apologize if I hiccup in a second and don't catch it to edit it out. Get my vintage photo open back up. Ink around those edges. And then since this is paper bag, I don't want to put too much glue. About got a little too much there, because it'll show through and you'll get all those little ripples on the other side, because it's a thin page. But I think that'll be okay. And oh, it's covered up on that side, so we're good. And maybe put some decoration on the back side of this one too. Another one of these, and let's go with this piece here and just add that onto this page toward the bottom. And you still have plenty of room for journaling on that page if you want to, or adding some memorabilia or a picture or whatever you would like to do. But that is my 4 key ingredients to journal assembly. I love how this one came together. It's so elegant looking, even with the crumpled pages that I added in there. I love it. So thank you, RachandBella, for inviting me to be a part of this collaboration for August and September. Some days in August and some days in September. And the hashtag is BeSummerInspired. You want to watch every one of the videos in this collaboration, because all the creators are genuine and they are so talented, and I'm just honored to be amongst them. So y'all have a great day. God bless. I'll see you in the next video, y'all. Bye.